good stuff.
Recently, one of my fave local musos, Angela Rose, released a brand new single called Late Bloomer. Today I'm stoked to be able to share the chat that we had last month. Let's start with Late Bloomer. That's just come out. You've released heaps of singles before, and I have to just put it out there. 24 was like my absolute fave song of last year. So Late Bloomer, can you tell us what it's about?
Yeah, so I guess at the time when I wrote the song, I was like finishing a degree. So I was in that like space of like trying to, I guess, think about what I was going to do, and like there was a lot of external pressure to finish the degree, and I was like so close to finishing it, but I was like, oh, I just don't want to do it anymore. But I'm glad I did. I stuck it out and I finished it. But I was kind of like thinking a lot about like societal pressure to like figure out what career you want and like go to uni and do all those things. And like in the lyrics it like reflects a bit about that. And then like the whole like getting married, buying a house. There's all these steps that you have to take in order to be like seen as successful.
Totally.
And I like that really didn't and doesn't sit good with me, because I'm just like, you should just do what makes you happy, and that's successful. And like when you're like, especially a creative person, like I feel like there's a lot of pressure that like if you're not like famous, then it's like, why are you doing it? Like, it's like, what are you getting out of it?
So along with this single came a gorgeous music video, which you filmed with NIDA. Can you tell me, how did that all come about?
So it was actually a Triple J Unearthed competition that they run every year. And it was like kind of like I saw it pop up on their Instagram or something. I'm like, oh, that'd be cool.
Nice.
And then the application process was literally like you just send an email saying like your name. And like a link to your Unearthed profile. And like I'd been putting stuff on Unearthed.
Gosh.
And that was all I had to do.
What?
So I was like, that's so easy, I'll do that. And then, because every other competition is like, you have to like do a lot.
Totally.
Of like admin, and it's just not me. So I was like, yeah, okay, cool. So I did that. And then it was like, like a couple of months later that I got like a random phone call. And by that point I'd like forgotten about it. So it was a very surreal thing, and I still don't know why I was chosen, but I'm very grateful that I was, because it was just a really cool experience and opportunity. And working with like students from NIDA, a really cool team who just did an amazing job.
It turned out so professional. Did you collaborate with them to come up with the kind of concept, or?
So like over a couple of months, we'd kind of like have some Zoom like calls and stuff, and they would like kind of pitch different concepts, and like, it was very much like a collaborative thing. But I was also like completely happy for them to like
just go for it,
do whatever they wanted, because I'm like not in that space very much. So I didn't have like a really pressing like thing that I wanted, if that makes sense. I was like happy for them to just do their thing. And I really love like what the concept that they like went with, and
it's so cool. It's so cool. And I love that someone like takes your place to kind of do all the dancing bits and stuff. It's so cool. Like it works really well.
One thing I said like in the Zoom calls, I was like, straight up, I'm not an actress. I am not a dancer. Like I can sing, but like that's it. That's all I can do. So that was like, it was super great having like the dancers there to like fill that space a lot, and like the choreography was amazing.
It was really beautiful. And so this was recorded back in December, right? Was that at Sonar Studios, or was that yes?
It was at
sorry, this was with Jack Negro.
Yes, Jack. So we kind of like did some stuff at the Grove.
Cool.
We had like a couple of days there where we did like a lot of the drums and like a lot of guitars and the vocals. But then, and that was really cool. Like the Grove is just so nice.
It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Nice. Sorry, that sounds like such a random question, but I was wondering, because obviously Sonar has just opened up maybe 2-3 months ago now. So that's not December last year. Anyway, maths.
I know.
But I was wondering if maybe this was one of the first things to be recorded there or not.
I don't think it was like one of the first, but I think like not the main parts, but like we did a lot of like the just adding a lot of different layers and like backing vocals and harmonies and stuff. We did that at Sonora.
Sonora. Sorry.
Sonora.
Oops.
Okay.
Sorry, Jack. Yeah.
Sonora Studios. And I think I was like one of the first people in there.
Yeah, cool.
Which is cool. That's really cool. He'll forgive you. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's awesome. That's really
Yeah.
cool. So you actually played a little like festival quite recently. How was that?
Yeah, that was really cool. That was like my first festival. Icebreaker. It was also like the first one of that festival.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really awesome. Like the room was super present, which was really nice. Like when you're like when I'm playing just my guitar and just singing, like I feel very vulnerable. Like I'm just up there like, hope you like my songs. But like, yeah, it was really nice that like the people in the room were just, really lovely. And like I felt that throughout the whole day because like I was early on, so I got to like run around and just listen to a lot of different sets. But yeah, everyone there was just there for the music, and that's
awesome.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, and so I've never gotten to see you play before, and I hope that changes soon because big fan of your music. Is that why you don't play live too often, or?
Yeah, I mean, it's like this whole thing where like I'm not a guitarist, so like I had this thing in my mind where I'm like just overthinking that whole thing. But like this year I really just wanted to focus on like bringing out more music. Yeah, so if people hear a song at a gig and they want to listen to it again, they can. Like,
of course.
Yeah, so that's kind of been this year's focus. But like next year I'm definitely looking at doing a lot more
live
stuff.
Yes,
so,
awesome.
Yeah.
That's really exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what do you have coming up towards the end of the year?
Yes, so Late Bloomer is actually the title track of an EP.
Amazing.
Yeah, so all the singles I've put out this year are also on the EP, so that would be like 24, your fave.
Yeah, love.
And
Heartless?
Heartless as well. Yep. So good.
Best day ever. Not going to lie, like, just, fan-thaying away.
Oh, I love that. Thank you.
That's okay.
It's just cool to have like a collection of songs too. Like,
is this your first EP?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. I have this whole thing where like when I look on like my Spotify or like and I see like all the different covers, it like really grinds my gears.
Really? I think they're pretty. I think they're nice.
But then I'm just like, I just like it when things are like so like satisfying and like
okay.
if there's like a
I
theme.
feel like it all kind of matches though because they're all kind of pretty colours.
It does now that I like worked
wasn't
on the EP.
for a second there?
For a second it was like and
bit
like
of a hodgepodge.
Yeah, and it's been nice to have like some because like my previous songs had just been like, oh yeah, I'll record that. Oh yeah, I'll release that. Okay.
Yeah.
But then like having a bit more like preparation and thought going into like a little project has been like really cool. Yeah, so that's been really fun.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
All right, Angela, it's been so awesome to talk to you and I can't wait to hear this EP.
Yay, thank you for having me.